Okay, the first thing I want to go through is how to pair the phone. Alright, so of course I turn on Bluetooth on my phone, and on this Proton screen, which is rather okay, press this button. Okay, and then we go to settings, and then we go for search. So this is where it gets a little bit confusing, because you will see your phone here, but it says disconnected, but it doesn't indicate what you should press, right? It doesn't give like a message and say that you can initiate from your phone or you can do something, but actually you click here. So for the team developing the GKUI, you can of course, and of course on my phone I have to press OK, and then done. It's connected. Okay, so remember this, to the team developing GKUI, at least indicate this is where I should press, because if not you'll be looking around pressing different things. Alright, so now the phone is connected. Press allow it to sync up stuffs, and you are ready. Alright, so you see vehicle, the lights, you can change the headlight delay, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 90 seconds when you switch off your car. Alright, or under safety, when you lock and unlock, is it horn and lights? I hate the horn part, which Mercedes-Benz used to have. Alright, and automatically close the windows, you know, and all that. Alright, see, so these are some of the things. Then if we go back, under comfort, auto fold door mirrors, rear wiper linkage. I have no idea what this is, but I presume is when you activate the wipers, the rear will activate as well. So do you want it to be linked? But of course, that's how they term it. And then under system, we have the GKUI, restore factory settings and all that. So that is under vehicle. Alright, and if we go into media, so that's radio obviously, and then you can access music, Bluetooth music or USB music. If I press Bluetooth music, you may try to play something from my phone. Alright, depends on what I have there. Most of the time is Spotify. Okay, USB, of course you can plug in the USB ports. And then 360 camera, let's have a look. Pretty impressive to see 360 camera on a car that of this price point. Alright, I can change different camera angles. Again, to the team developing GKUI, you should obviously increase the size of these buttons. Alright, I presume being so high res, this was initially on.
Okay, resuming playing.
Oops, sorry. Stop playing, please.
Okay, it's now paused.
So I should be very wary of what I'm saying. So you see that there's a multitude of angles that you can see. So that's really good. Alright, so what does this do? Is it auto parking or what? I'm not sure. Oh. Okay, I have no idea. But it's straightforward enough, alright? Sitting in the driver's seat, look at the left side, right side, and the rear, the front, or you can just have an overall view. This is for you to have a close-up view, okay? And then, what is member center? Jukes music, navigation. I'm pretty amazed. Alright. The interface, not bad. Look at that. It's in terms of responsiveness, right? Is considered really okay. And the screen is actually very slim, very well finished. The housing, you see, a lot of Japanese cars still just simply put them in a plastic housing. This one is actually a sort of like a chrome housing, and it looks so classy, right? Especially this part, right? It looks really good. So I'm just amazed. Can I just type something? Pavilion with the wrong spelling. See if it suggests anything. Alright, got it. Press this. and route calculation, and then recommended, go, and see, it works.
Please follow actual traffic regulations.
Please follow actual.
Destination is starting.
Okay.
Estimated time of arrival 12:38 p.m. Soon turn left.
See, it's actually well designed. Now, how do I cancel? Stop. Pretty good. Confirm. Straightforward. I've never been able to figure out my BMW navigation because they use some icons that I don't really understand. Weather. I'm amazed. Something that Malaysians don't really check, you know. And Juke's music. So this screen is obviously more responsive than... oh, I need to scan the QR code to log in. Okay, I got no time for that. Anyway, pretty full-featured. If you ask me, this car is full spec. In fact, I can drive around and see if there are any other thing that I see out of my windscreen that is higher spec than this car. Should I do that? Alright, you get a panoramic roof, you get the full suite of safety systems, you get the adaptive cruise control, auto braking, pedestrian detection. You get all that in this price point. And the most devastating thing is the build quality. Now, of course, this one doesn't get the full Napa leather seat that you get in the X70, and some plastics towards the lower bottom part is not of the X70 is great, but overall this is very, very high grade. Okay, like I said the other day, when we got off the X1 and we got into this, and then we've just felt, wow, this is a major upgrade. How even opening this lid feels different. Alright, yeah, I'm not joking. The solidity and build of it is just really, really good. Okay, let's go for a drive. And steering wheel, should I go through it? This one looks the same as the X70s. Maybe there are minor differences, but I couldn't tell. Alright, oops, did I went into Jukes? Oops, how do I stop it? Okay, stop the music. And what else can I manipulate here? So on the signal stalks, here's your trip meter. You press this to change the display. You know, oh, you have full tire pressure sensor. My God, all four wheels with the pressures shown. You know, wow, this is like full spec to the brim. Alright, all the light controls are over here. Put it up auto high beam, and here is the wiper, no surprises. Very straightforward, very easy to operate, okay? And the signal stalks feel higher quality than even my Aston, but it's totally proper quality here. Okay, I would prefer if the Proton logo is not finished in this material, this glossy chrome material. I would prefer it if it is finished in this material, like satin chrome. And of course, this is the best material. This feels beautiful. Alright, a good number of mix and match of different materials in the car. Alright, the window switches. Alright, the fine. Alright, see, this is just like European cars. Twist it here, and then this retracts, and then twist it back. The other day I was in the RAV4 with a toggle button, left and right. It was placed here to retract or bring out the mirror. What happened was, when I put my arm here, I pressed on that button and then the mirrors retract while I'm driving. So that's one of the things that they miss out in designing that mechanism. Here you have an almost full-length door bin. You can put big bottles over here. The plastic qualities here are more reflective with this segment. Alright, towards this side of the plastics. This is soft touch, right? This is sort of metallic surfacing, right? Done really well, and the integration of this door handle with this handle is just beautiful. You seldom see this kind of sophisticated design cues in lower segment cars, but of course this car is I would call it a higher segment car being priced lower. Okay, for here it's just reflective of the CB segment cars. Very normal of that here as well. This type of plastics, CB segment, okay. And these are some nice touches which adds to the sophistication of the car, and this actually blends into the line of this aircon, this air vent design, which looks like an afterburner of a fighter jet, right? So it has a beautiful cabin, and this one, of course, just to add on to the emotion. But a word of advice: when designers design things in a cabin, the engineers will have to figure out how to build it, and then work with the suppliers how this should be built. So this is built with a two-piece material. This bottom part is a matte, smooth plastic that feels really good to the touch, whereas this part is sort of like painted metallic surface, a different material, and both of them were clamped together, snapped together. But the joint lines should be kept at a place whereby the fingers can't touch. Alright, so this one I can still feel it, but I would say the joints are very, very reasonable in terms of the finishing. Not Audi levels, but it's totally acceptable. Alright, let's go out.
Too much for me. What'll I do? What'll I do? What'll I do? Elephant on parade.
So I put you guys at the very back. Sorry. So I put you guys there because this sunroof can be open, and I do not want, when I accidentally said something and then the sunroof opens, and then of course that never happened, but I'm just not sure because I'm describing the car. I may be describing the use of the car and inevitably open the sunroof. Alright, like now, but of course I have to say the keyword, the magic word. Alright. Hello boss. Nanti balik. Thank you. From the moment you put your foot on the pedal, alright, that it starts rolling, and then the whole demeanor of the car, you can already tell that this car has gone through some serious calibration and tuning and proper road test, okay, because it feels very, very sorted. My closest comparison is the Jaguar E-Pace that I get the other day, and that car was an utter disappointment with how it drives. You know, you don't have to throw the car into a corner because all the minor things, when you put your foot on the throttle, how the car reacts, how it responds, when you steer the car, or when you come to a slope and then you press your brakes, how it seamlessly downshift, all this require calibration. And that Jaguar, which cost 400,000, was jerking and shifting, and just, it's as if the software, the entire piece of software has been missing bits and pieces, you know. And this one is so well sorted. Job well done. Alright, seating position, in terms of distance with the steering wheel, I felt this is nice, comfortable just for me, but the footrest is actually lifted almost 4" from as deep as where it could be. So for my legs, for my height, 5'11", I just felt that my legs and my legs could have been slightly deeper into the dash. But this is a small observation. I wouldn't even call it a complaint. This is an observation. I would of course prefer the kind of GT driving position because I'm more used to big, low riding sedans, coupes, and that kind of car. So my sitting position in those cars will be different from a sitting position if I were to be in an SUV. Alright? Visibility is great, but I noticed my height, because of this whole sensor panel and all that, a great amount of it has been blocked off from my view. Then I wanted to sit myself lower, and I noticed I can no longer drop the seat. That's the lowest it will go, because it wants to conserve space for the rear passenger to slot their feet in. So I would say this car is perfect for people if they are slightly smaller built than me. But for my build, these are the things that I can observe, but not something that I cannot live with, because to be honest, it still has a big amount of screen real estate for me. Alright, looking out the mirror, the visibility is also good enough. There is some space in between the mirror and the housing. There is a little stem there where I can see through, so that helps as well. And the size of the side mirror is very, very good. It's just nice enough for me to catch a glimpse of everything. I said it in the previous video, some car makers try to reduce the size of their side mirrors to improve aerodynamics and improve fuel economy and airflow and all that, or reduce wind noise. Key example is the current Volkswagen Passat. Alright, that side mirror is too small. So when I'm driving the car, I keep having to move myself around to catch a different glimpse of things. Why are the lights not green to the left? If that side is coming out, turning right, I should be able to turn left, regardless. See, again, wrongly designed roads would result in this. Anyone who studied, oh, that's a beautiful Alpha 159. Beautiful. Something dropped. Some birds dropping stuff on the car. Oh, anyway, I should be able to turn left when they turn right. Why is there a light preventing me from turning left? The person who designed this, did you study undang-undang? Oh, that's a beautiful Alpha. Beautiful. Driven by a lady. XC90. Anyway. So yeah, the car drives briskly, and then it responds really well to the throttle pedal. There are no noticeable like dumb kind of lag or throttle response. I didn't even press sports button, okay? Now when I test drive cars, I just want to leave it in its most normal mode and then see how it drives, okay? Soundproofing is good, it's quiet. I haven't gone up to high speeds yet. It's spacious in here. I can drop my phone here. Of course, I would hope they liberate more space out of the center console for me to store stuff, but they want to retain the beautiful design. They still have cup holders over here. They still have a big slot for me to put my phone. Oh, my phone is a bit too big. Oh, just nice. It goes in. So, no complaints here. And then down here, there is a huge place for me to put stuff. So, even though from visual, it looks like there aren't a lot of space to put your stuff on the center console, but actually it has loads of it. So again, very, very well designed, well executed interior, beautiful materials, and the drive, I have to say, the drive is very, very enjoyable. I just do not understand one thing, why they did not include paddle shifters. I know paddle shifters are in the X70, maybe some differentiation, but this is of a younger crowd, right? And the younger crowd, when they upgrade from a lower segment car, they want to have something that, you know, either familiarize them or just be able for them to fiddle with it, just to have a little bit of fun. I would say missing out the paddle shifters is a wrong move, okay? I'll turn right because that traffic light is rather long. Okay. And if you drive normally like that, you will notice that the response of the engine is actually very, very good. Another thing, you cannot tell this is a 3-cylinder engine. Anyone who tells you they can feel it, they are lying. Either they are inexperienced, they read stuffs. I can tell you there are no. It's not something that you can feel, okay? Because an F30 BMW 320i, 328i engine rattles as well, makes sounds as well. a Mercedes C200, C250 engine from the pre-facelift W204. Those also create a loud rattle and all that. So this 3-cylinder engine can only be told that it is a 3-cylinder from paper. Okay, really, I can't notice anything when driving it. Alright, 4 cylinders behave like that as well. Let's be honest, you can tell the difference if you hop into a 6-cylinder car. Immediately you can tell the difference, right? The smoothness of it. But modern cars with modern levels of soundproofing, NVH suppression, the dampening of all this, the counterweight balance and all that, the balancer shafts and all this, they have eliminated all that. You just cannot tell. Alright? What else I noticed? It's rather responsive, so when you are on and off throttle, you will feel a little bit of that movement that bobs your head back and front. Okay. Oh. This is again another dumb, stupidly designed road. Traffic light turn green, you turn here, there's another traffic light that is on red. Right? Another idiot move. Anyway, sorry for that. That's out of topic, right? I need to drive the car. So if I shift my seat to the back more and pull the steering wheel out, I will have a more comfortable placement of my feet, which I value a lot because I have fat, big thighs, and I need space to put my big, fat thighs. Alright? You know snooker tables? Yeah, we call them snooker table legs. Anyway, I want to know how the car corners, because the X70 corners well. Now there are two differences. There's a difference between a car that is tuned to be sporty and a car that handles tidily. A car that handles tidily doesn't have any surprising unsorted behavior, but they don't react in a way that encourages you to drive in an enthusiastic manner, but they hold themselves well. They are tidy, just like this car and just like the X70. Alright, they are not the type of car that makes you want to drive crazier and crazier, faster and faster, just like Volkswagens and their owners, right? But they are very, very tidy. They are not like when you go into a corner, it unsettles the car. Okay, so there's a huge difference in this. So those cars that are tuned to make you drive enthusiastically, right? Like Mazdas, like Volkswagens, you know, Audis and all that. This one is different. This one is very, very tidy. You can think of it like a Honda's handling. Of course, Toyota used to be tidy as well. Now Toyota is outright enthusiast handling. It's just superb handling coming out from Toyotas. Alright, these cars, these Protons, they handle very, very alike to Hondas, alright, which is tidy kind of handling. You know, not overtly sporty, but you cannot find fault with it. You also cannot feel much from it. Alright? And is this engine fast? It is. It is fast. And it's, like I said, it's tiny, so where you put the wheel, how you steer the car, everything, it will do it really, really well. Alright? Let me come here just to catch a glimpse of that Jaguar XE and the big brother of the X50. Okay, the Jaguar is a very good example. That car handles beautifully. Beautiful handling, very sporty handling. And we do not know what happened to the E-Pace. Alright. Yeah. That's how it is. Side mirror. Another thing I noticed. The right side mirror, the maximum that I can push it out, I'm seeing almost 1/3 of the car in my view. I'm still seeing 1/3 of the car in my view. Of course, this wouldn't have been an issue. You look at this. He just don't care. If I go out, he wouldn't be able to brake in time. But Sending food matters. He wants to keep it warm for his customers, I guess. So if I'm someone shorter, someone who sit nearer to the wheel, it would have been perfect. But I'm taller, bigger. So when I sit at the back, that's the max it can go out. Alright? So that's another thing I noticed. And for the left side, if I'm seated there, that will be the same. So again, the maximum, oh, that's a beautiful S, oh, that's my neighbor, S-Class Coupe. Alright? Perhaps this, I'm not sure if I want to say this is something that they should change or is a problem, because this is a smaller problem than the small side mirrors of the Passat. Whereas the Passat, of course, the Passat can adjust to a higher degree of angle than this, but the side mirror is too small. This one is big and sizable enough, but I kind of felt that for my build, for beautiful W124 Mercedes Coupe, I'll let the car go first so you guys maybe can catch a glimpse of it. Look at that beauty. Beautiful. Oh, right. It's amazing my car is faster than that, huh? Than the 3-liter W124 E-Class Coupe CE. Right. This car is fast. Oh, Jaguar XJ, beautiful. Volvo V40, beautiful. All the aforementioned cars have less specs than this car. Probably except the S-Class. Alright. It goes over speed bumps really well. Look at that. Alright. No drama, no bump stop, nothing. And it's stable at high speeds. It's steering no feel. Given, I mean, every single car has no feel now, except maybe Porsches and some AMG models. And probably some exotic cars. Alright. There's no feel on the steering wheel, but that's not something we want. We want the steering wheel to be accurate, to be light, to be weighted just nice enough for us to steer. And it is just nice enough for us to steer, right? You don't feel like you're, like it takes a, look at this Myvi. Look at the Myvi. She don't care. Right? She's looking for parking, couldn't find, boom, just come right out. Alright, now looking for another parking. Alright. Oh no, she was... Anyway, don't forget that, don't waste my time. Lovely, going over speed bumps is beautiful. I think it's a very, very enjoyable car to drive daily. Why? Because of the compact size. The exterior is compact, but the interior is spacious and it's comfortable. And then you get all the crazy functions like, hi Proton.
Hey.
Please open the sunroof.
Okay, sunroof has been lifted for you.
You see, it lifted up. Please, hi Proton.
I'm listening.
Please open the sunroof fully.
Okay, sunroof has been lifted for you.
Please open the sunroof full. Hi Proton.
Hey.
Please open the sunroof full.
Okay, the sunroof has been opened for you.
You know what, I'm just guessing the vocabularies of this car. You know, using some crap Malaysian English. Hi Proton, can you close the roof? Very rainy, very sunny. No. Hi Proton, can you close the sunroof? Did I speak too fast? Oh, I'm reversing. Okay, it ignores me. Hi Proton. Hi Proton.
I'm here.
Can you close the sunroof?
AC outer loop is turned off.
Hi Proton.
I'm listening.
Can you close the sunroof?
Okay, it's closed.
Hi Proton.
Hey.
Close the sunroof.
Okay, the sunroof has been closed for you.
Hi Proton.
I'm listening.
Can you open all the window?
You could say make a phone call. Navigate or play music.
Can you open all the window?
Okay, window has been opened for you.
Hi, Proton!
I'm listening.
Raining raining!
Okay, the window has been closed for you.
Sorry, it's too hilarious. So I'm intentionally speaking that way just to bastardize English. And I'm amazed that it can even control the air circulation to open or close that. Even that thing can be controlled. Okay, for those of you who don't understand what's going on, let me put you here. Alright, should I put you here? Will I accidentally open the sunroof? I don't dare to damage the thing if I accidentally open the sunroof while I am doing my video. Now, these cars are an advanced architecture that your usual Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla, Mazda 3s and all that could never have these kind of features. Why? These are cars that runs on the CAN bus system where every single component, the control modules, are all connected to a central ECU, and then the central ECU is ready to accept commands from another interface. Alright, that interface can be a button, can be a voice recognition. Alright, so these are the type of cars whereby, I'll give an example, the Audis, the BMWs, the Mercedes-Benzes, the Porsches, all these run on these kind of advanced architectures that just allows you to do crazy stuff. I'll give you an example, the new A-Class, the new BMW 3 Series, all these are also running on systems like that. Even the previous one, but new ones, they have improved features. I'll give you an example, the Mercedes A-Class, the massage function on, no, not massage, sorry, that seat has no massage function. It's an A-Class, it's not an S-Class, right? So what they have is that they try and figure out with this software that connects all this thing, right, what kind of possibilities can they come up with? And they come up with a brilliant thing. The A-Class has a feature that when you feel tired, when you're driving on the highway, you feel tired, you activate that feature. What it does is that it gently moves your seat back, your seat base. It gently does it, and that creates that makes your body move and improves your blood circulation while you're driving long distance, even without a massage function. See, these are the things that are possible with systems like that. If this seat can be controlled by this interface, this GKUI, that also means that Proton can go, oh, that's a nice feature from A-Class. Write a line of code, boom, in, that feature is up. This is the beauty of this kind of cars with this kind of architecture, you know, very advanced, and they can update things like this LCD cluster over here, right? They could have just updated it with interfaces that can change with the environment that you're driving, the time of the day that you're driving. I think they're doing that already. So all these things are ready, right? And of course, Proton comes with the Proton app. That app, where this car is 4G connected, because this car itself has SIM card, has 4G connection. All right. So wherever you're parked, as long as you're under telecom communications coverage, you can use the app to start the car and run the air conditioning first, or you can check whether the car is locked. You can lock the car. You can unlock the car. All these things are possible with cars like that. So I'm just amazed to see what's gonna come in the future, and I'm very, very happy to see we Malaysians can now buy cars like that at this kind of price point, and it's just bang for buck, you know. If you're buying anything that's within this price range, if you don't pick this right, you are making a big mistake. I'll be honest with you, you're making a big mistake, because these are kind of cars that is just, they are punching at the level of 250,000 ringgit price point cars in Malaysia at this price point. Alright, what else I want to say? I'm just amazed with what you can get with this level of pricing. Okay, of course, now that I've driven it for a longer period of time, I appreciate the X70 having the cushions over here. You can rest your knees without being touching the hard plastics over here. I love the air ionizer in the X70 in the middle here. All those are, of course, amazing as well. So I can't wait to see what's the next product coming from Proton. Alright, of course under the guidance of Geely, you know, the stewardship of Geely. Alright, let's look through the other parts of the car. Okay.
Thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business so humongous, you would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Looking for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have him yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters. Tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though.
Okay, let's look through the rest of the interior in detail. Alright. Put it down here. This is the power outlet for 12-volt socket and a USB port, and you can put some stuffs over there, and there's a little slit here where you can put your phone on your wallet. Very handy. That's the fuse. I guess these are for cards. Nothing special. You see it. Listen to the car. Tell me you hear any rattling. I mean, of course you can hear the engine. It's quieter than those F30 3 Series. Right? BMW owners, you guys always complain, right? Or when they first bought a BMW, a lot of first-time BMW owners, when they bought their 3 Series, the F30, they actually went to the dealership and asked, what's wrong with my car? Why is it rattling like that? Same goes with the Mercedes owners. You know, it's normal, guys. Alright, let's look at the rear. So my seat is at its lower setting. I can still put my feet inside. Look at that. Very, very comfortable for me. And there's just enough this space in between the base of the roof rail and the base of the rear seats, which means my size 11 feet can comfortably place here, which means the middle passenger is also comfortable. Alright, very flat floor, no obtrusive tunnel, and you can see here this grade of material is different from the ones in front. That is soft touch. This is hard plastic all around. Acceptable. Look at the price point that they charge. To me, this is totally acceptable. You still get a little slither of leather over here. Feels man-made. Alright, this is some premium headliner. I kid you not. This headliner material is the same as those in BMW and Audis. Alright, they use this material. Alright, get a little hanger here. Same like Audi's, exact same spot. As I said, a lot of Chinese car makers, they benchmark against Audis and Volkswagens. Alright, because those are the most popular car brands. Charging, okay, very nice. And I'm surprised you get this in a car of this segment. Okay, they're supposed to cover the rubbers. Alright, very comfortable rear. I get reasonable headroom. Okay, I should drop this. I don't think it will obstruct my neck. Okay, I'm really not happy with this mechanism in all cars. Right, it should be a different mechanism. Now, even at its lower setting, right, it doesn't block the base, the back of the upper back. It's actually nicely on my neck. So I'm 5'11", so it's nice. But for a smaller girl like Bane, she'll be resting her head here. Right, door handles, quality. Look at that dampen. Look at that. Most cars of this segment is just one little thing that doesn't move. Look at that. There's a little hanger here as well. Reading lights. My God. And you get a little window here so you don't feel claustrophobic in the car at the back. And lastly, in the boot, I guess you all have seen enough of this car, right? Of course not a power boot. Alright, you get a rather sizable, whose stuff is this? Oh, it's the car cover. The height of the boot, I think, is totally comparable to the X70, and then you get a lot of hidden storage space as well in there. So the boot, by on paper, because they only measure this part, so of course on paper measurement is small, but I think it's a reasonable boot for the size of the car. Alright, as for the X70, for the segment of the car, that boot is small. Wow, this is a bit too strong. Some car makers, they only put one strut, they put two struts here. Alright, good looking design, beautiful car. It's just eye-catchy. This car is eye-catchy. Everybody loves the design of this car. It's very well designed. Let me switch it off. Okay. Very solid. I love how they design the clamshell hood. You know, it goes all the way without any plastics molding that. And then this part, and a material that normally car makers use on interior, they use it on exterior. Very nice, satin chrome. Compared to the chrome bits of other like Japanese or Korean cars, right? Or even some German cars, right? This is a beautiful material, all right? And the mix and match of material and the design. Look at how beautifully executed this design is. The even red bar over here, carbon look-alike here. You know, putting carbon fiber on your lower lip is the dumbest thing anybody can do. This is not real carbon, but it looks like carbon, all right? Because you're gonna scrape it and carbon will splinter, right? And the side mirrors, very nicely designed, touch sensitive keyless entry and exit, premium feature, premium tires, ultra contact. All right, so double tailpipes on both sides, very sporty, very nice design overall. Okay, it's a good looking car, very good looking car. They're all real except I can't imagine that. Quad pipes. A little car like that. And the spoiler has some aerodynamic features. Air travels through here. You know, of course the air will be guided down on the windscreen at the back. Okay. Yeah, man. This car is wonderful. Full LED headlamps. And this mimics the design of the aircon vents. See that? They're not the proper design, right? Alright, so that's about it. That's the radar sensing feature over here. Okay, the light sensors and the rain sensors are all on top. Just look at this thing. Right. 5-star crash test, full safety features, spacious front and back, spacious boot, sporty design. It's a handsome looking car. Satin chrome as well at the back. Okay. Just buy the full spec. Okay. That's my review. Oh, another thing I forgot. This part, so well executed. The buttons, the different controls is so easily understandable. The other day when I was in a Hyundai, it's just one toggle. It's just a confusing lot. All right, and even sunglass holder that is padded. And this part, premium lighting. Look at that, high quality stuff. All right, this is also high quality. Very nice feel to it. Overall, this car has a quality level that is multiple times higher than that of the X1. Yep. I'm so bad keep saying this, right? Yeah. I'm amazed. When we saw the price of the X1, we were all like, wow, why do I buy that? You know, RAV4 cannot sell and all that. When we drove the RAV4, it's so comfortable, so smooth, handles so well, you know. Of course, BMWs handle well as well. Drop the price and all that. There are some rough bits, of course, in terms of molding, right? The molding bits, a little bit here. But this is negligible. You have to find ways to find fault in all this. Because this part doesn't feel BMW, right? This is the usual Japanese Korean car lower BC segment kind of plastics here as well. So of course these things will of course expose its segment. Alright, other than that, it feels fantastic. It feels fantastic in terms of the soundproofing, the drive, the handling, the power, blah blah, all that. Of course, alright. And of course the navigation is not our expectation levels of Google or Waze, you know. Yeah. And, hi Proton.
Hi there.
Play Blackpink.
Okay, play Blackpink's songs.
I don't have that song in my phone, right? It has data and it connects to Jukes. And oh, I haven't scanned Jukes. I need Jukes to be linked with this car, then only I can enable it. I'm sorry, but it's able to play it because I tried that in X70. They have thousands of songs in Jukes, and you can just name anything and it will just play. Alright? Yeah. Cheers. Oh, subscribe! And if you look down in the description, it's on my full team, all 15 of us with our own channels. Go watch their videos as well, very interesting stuffs. And again, join Evo Club at club.evomalaysia.com, where if your car's warranty is running out, you can extend your warranty. If you want to buy insurance at a cheaper price, save up a lot of money when buying car insurance, you can also join club.evomalaysia.com to get all that stuffs. Alright, joining is free. Cheers. Okay, the dual clutch behavior is there when you're slowly inching up a slope. When you lift your throttle and you reapply your throttle, you can feel that little detachment over there, but I can tell you they manage it well with the heel holding features, so that kind of mask it away. Alright?